it's your friendly neighbourhood nerd, Tori here. How are we? I hope you're all doing well. So initially this video was just going to be showing you two items that are extremely rare and I can't believe I have in my collection. But then it kind of just evolved and I was like, oh, I need to show you this, oh, I need to show you that. So now it's just kind of a bit of a all over the place haul. Everything in this video I have picked up from car boot sales for absolute bargains. What the title probably is, we're going to save till the end to build up the anticipation because still I can't believe I have them. So this isn't all from one car boot sale, it's from like I think 3. I think. Some of them I didn't get myself, some of them were picked up for me by my parents, so I'll let you know where and when, and if I can remember the prices I will let you know. But I have had some good Pooh Bear hunting as of late, so I just had to show you. So keep on watching to see some of the little bargains I found. First off, we'll start with the biggest guy just sat next to me here. This, I think my mum and my brother found him at a car boot sale together while I was at work, and I came home and I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. It's a inflatable chair. It's like a beach ball kind of thing inside here, which you inflate, and yeah, it's Pooh as a chair. But obviously I'm not gonna sit on this. My plan is to display like all of my smaller Pooh Bear plushies like on here. Over there I have my Winnie the Pooh plush display. There's like a gap there in between my bed and the display, which I thought he would sit nicely in and display some Poohs. So yeah, I had to get him out of the way because he is the biggest, and I cannot remember the price of him because they did pick him up a few weeks ago. Yeah, that's the first item and the biggest. Also, I kind of forgot to mention in the intro that this is like plushie overload. Yeah. So I think next we'll do a non-plush item because then you'll get plush overload. I got a birthday banner. So you can see along the top bit in the grey it says happy birthday. And then at the front it has Pooh, in the middle it has Tigger, and then at the end it has Piglet. Tigger looks like. That's what Piglet looks like. I haven't actually gotten it out of the packaging yet. This was how it was at the car boot sale, brand new in packaging for £1. So it's what, like 2 months till my birthday, so just getting prepared. Back onto the plushie run. So this is another one that my parents picked up, and this they actually got from the same boot sale that the rare item at the end of this is from. They went for a weekend away here in England and they found a car boot sale while they were away, and they found some Pooh bits, and Dinosaur Pooh is one of them. And they did pick him up for me as a present, so they wouldn't tell me how much he was, but it's a boot sale so I can kind of like estimate the price. But Dinosaur Pooh, how cute is he? All of the next plushies are from my most recent car boot sale week just gone, and I literally got them all. Everything you're about to see I got from the same car boot sale for less than £3 for the lot, so it was good. Just starting off with the guy nearest to me, you know these are the Poohs I collect. I mean, you can see some on the shelves here. They're the early 2000s Disney Store exclusives. He comes in so many different outfits. Here you can see he's dressed as a king, and they also do have on their feet the year they're from. This little guy is from 2002, and it was actually really fitting because 2 days before I picked him up from the car boot sale, a publisher sent me a press copy of a new book coming out in October, Winnie the Pooh meets King Charles III for the first time. And yeah, if you want to see more about that book, I've got it over on my Instagram. But yeah, I just found it so fitting I got sent that book, and then I found this plushie. It's so cute. And he was also such a good deal. I got him and 2 other plushies from a stall, and the lady said she'd do all 3 for £1. I buy this style Winnie the Pooh off of Vinted for like £10 plus. I've got this stuff off of eBay for like £8 plus, so I got him and some others for £1. No way. From that same stall I was just telling you about where she did 3 for £1. This was also in the pound bundle. So it's Sleepy Pooh and Piglet, and they're both wearing little nightcaps. Piglet is just hugging a bumblebee, and Pooh's sleeping on a really sad pillow. But it does have Velcro at the back so you can open it up. I've actually got some stuffing at hand because I've been knitting pumpkins. Don't ask. But obviously I've been stuffing my pumpkins, so I was just going to use some of this stuff to like refluff up his pillow because that doesn't look comfortable, does it, Pooh? We need to make that a bit fluffier for him. But yeah, this was included in the pound bundle from that stall. And since we're on the roll, I'll try and find the other plush I got the 3 for £1 for while we're on this roll. Here he is. So this is the third plush I got from that same store where she did all three for £1. And it is Piglet, but wearing a Tigger costume. Like it even says Tigger along the front. How cute is this? It hasn't got any labels on it or any like signs of a year on it, but I want to guess it's from like the Tigger movie release when they all dress up as Tiggers. That's my guess, but it is also like, I can tell it's from like early 2000s sort of time because it's a beanie plushie. I love a good beanie. Yeah, literally those last three plushies I got from the same lady and she was like, oh yeah, I'll do them all for £1. Bargain or what? This was actually the first guy I picked up on that morning. He was from one of the very earlier on stalls and I just saw him, picked him up. He wasn't really something I was like desperate for in my collection because like I mainly like to collect them in Pooh in costumes, but I was like, he's too cute. So I inquired about the price and she said 50p. So I couldn't really say no, could I? Like, it's a Pooh, it's 50p. I couldn't. He says, I love you. I love you too. And like he's still got his label on him as well, so hasn't got a year on it, but it's another beanie one. So but yeah, I just thought he was so cute. And look at how his eyes have been embroidered on. They're like in little, I want to call it like half moons, so it looks like his eyes are closed. I guess that's how you can describe it. I just thought he was really cute. And he was the first one I picked up on that morning. So he was obviously very lucky because as you saw, I had then a very good Winnie the Pooh day. And I still have one more plushie I got from that day. I know. We have Chef Pooh. He was on one of the very last stalls we went to. This lady had 4 of these kind of plushies. Pooh was the only one, the rest were like little people versions, like literally the same size, same costumes. And the people ones had Toby Carvery on their logo. And she was saying this was Toby Carvery Pooh, but I was like, I'm pretty sure I'd remember if Toby Carvery did a collaboration with Winnie the Pooh. And even if I like for some reason wasn't aware of it when it was happening, I'm pretty sure I'd know about it on the internet if Toby Carvery and Winnie the Pooh did a collab. I don't think that is something that happened. It'd be very random if it did. Imagine Disney doing a collab. Like Winnie the Pooh, Disney nonetheless, doing a collab with a restaurant like Toby Carvery. It's a bit random, but the other 3 plushies of the little people, they were Toby Carvery because they had the little logo on them. So like, don't know when Toby Carvery sells plushies, but like I wasn't gonna argue with her, but I was like, he's not from Toby Carvery. He's just happens to be matching chef outfit with them. Unless I'm entirely wrong and I've completely missed something, but I'm sure I haven't. So he was probably my most expensive buy of the day. As I said, all those plushies I got from this boot sale. I had a total spend of £3. She originally asked for £3 for him and I knocked him down to £1. And when I say I knocked him down to £1, my mum knocked him down to £1 because I don't do negotiating or bartering or whatever it's called at car boot sales. I'm bad at that. I don't. That was probably the best bargain because, you know, £3 down to £1. And because first we tried to knock her down on the price because he was so dusty and dirty, and she just tried to say, oh, it's just because of the car boot sale, like from your, you know, the dust from the field. But like, when I picked him up, I was like, that's not just from here. And then when I got home, I gave him a bath in the garden and it took me so long to get it. Like his hat was so brown when I first got him, but look at him now, lovely. But yeah, he was probably the bargain of the day because we got to knock him down. So yeah, those were the things I got from that car boot sale. And now we come on to the title piece of this video. A very rare find. You remember I said that my parents went away for the weekend and they got me that dinosaur Pooh, and then they also got me something else from that car boot sale. So this was on a Sunday, like a month ago I want to say, something like that. And car boot sales was obviously an early in the morning thing. And I'm having a lie-in because Sunday's my day off, and I just happened to be on my phone at the time. Like I woke up early for whatever reason. It was about 8 AM, which is early for me. I was just scrolling through TikTok, right? And my dad's contact pops up and he's ringing me, and I'm like, Dad knows me better than to ring me at this time in the morning, so I'm like, something's up. So I answer it, and he says, which Winnie the Pooh Pez have you got? And so I said, Pooh, Tigger, and Eel. And he went, okay, thanks. And that was the conversation, and I went back to sleep. So these are the Pez I have. These are the ones that are currently in production. I got these from Pooh Corner, the Winnie the Pooh shop in Hartfield, but I've also seen them in like wherever you can buy Pez. I've seen them in the range, I've seen them in charity shops. I saw them in a corner shop in Croatia. These are currently in production and in circulation, right? And these are the only 3 that they're making. However, back in the 90s, like when Pez was back a big thing again, because it's recently just starting to come back, they made the entire gang. They did obviously these 3, but obviously like older versions. They did Piglet, Heffalump, and Roo. But then when they remade them, they only remade these 3 out of the 6 set. And I was talking to the owner at Pooh's Corner about why they made these 3 and why they didn't make Piglet, you know, to make like the main 4. And he said, and this still really shocks me to this day, I got these like over a year ago, so it's like I'm still not recovered. Piglet is apparently the least popular Winnie the Pooh character. That shocked me to the it shook me. So when Pez wanted to bring back the Winnie the Pooh Pez's, they decided to miss off Piglet. They didn't want to remake the entire collection, and they decided not to remake Piglet because apparently Piglet's not popular. Okay, justice for Piglet. I was not happy about that. These are ones you can currently get, and I have seen the entire set. Obviously Pooh Corner has its museum. I've seen them in the museum, and I like kind of made it my mission to add them to my collection at some day, even though, you know, they haven't been produced since the 90s and they got, you know, discontinued back then, and I obviously don't know how long they were in production for as to work out how many there are around, you know. So it's a good, I thought it was going to be such a tough mission. And so when Dad obviously rang me from the car boot sale asking me which Winnie the Pooh Pez I have, I was expecting them just to have found like those 3. That's all I was expecting, you know. When they came home and said, oh, we got you some stuff from the car boot sale, I wasn't expecting a Pez because I was thinking they were gonna, oh yeah, she's already got them, and not worry. Are you kidding me? They found Roo and Lumpy Pez. I now have 5 out of the 6 Winnie the Pooh Pez. Honestly, when they gave these to me and I put them on my Instagram, I was like, oh my god, you guys, you don't understand how rare these are and how hard they are to get hold of. They said the stool was clearly someone, you know, like in the collecting world. They clearly knew what they were doing. They were selling like loads, there was loads of Pez, they said. There was loads of Funkos, loads of like genuine collector things, and like everything had prices on them. Usually at car boot sales you don't put prices on things because you want people to like negotiate with you. Everything had set prices. This seller knew the value of things. My parents got me these as a present, right? And because all Mum will tell me is that the seller clearly knew about the collector value and how rare these are, and that these haven't been produced since the 90s. So off of that, the person was able to set their price. That's all I know about these. Mum refuses to tell me how much she paid for them. But I am extremely happy and grateful they got them for me, because honestly, when I decided to set out on the mission of completing the Pez, and then I was talking to the owner of Pooh Corner and he was like, yeah, they're rare. I was like, okay, I guess I won't get them. Now I have them. So now Piglet, from the sounds of it, is the rarest of them all. So we'll see how that goes. But I can't believe this. And do you remember a couple of weeks ago, I will link it up here if you haven't watched it because it's very fitting to this right now, I did the Heffalump and Roo Loungefly unboxing. So that bag came on the Friday of that weekend. So my parents got these on the Sunday and that arrived on the Friday. And then when my mum came home and we were like realizing this and we're like, oh my god, that bag and these was that bag. So as I told you in that video, I only knew about the bag getting released like 48 hours before obviously I got it in my hands. So like, was that the universe's way? And the fact that the bag is Heffalump with Rue on top, and then these are the 2 Pez's they find. Was that like the universe's way of like dropping a hint like, Tori, you're about to get some grails appear in your collection? I don't know. It was just very weird and funny timing. And honestly, I cannot tell you how happy I am to finally have these. I am a bit of a Disney Pez collector. I've recently done a move around of my shelves. They're now over there. I have quite a lot. I have the entire Frozen collection. I have most of the princesses. I have Mickey Mouse and Friends. I have Mickey and Minnie in various outfits. Yeah, I have quite a few. But obviously, as you know, with me, Winnie the Pooh is the main focus of my collection. That's the main focus of me. So yeah, I'm very happy with these. And also I'm now very stuck because when it comes to Winnie the Pooh, I'm an in the box collector. I don't know why, I just am. Hence why I kept these in the box from when I brought them. However, with my Pez collection, I will take them out of the box, eat the sweets, and then display them on my shelves. Just like how these ones are. Now the fact that I've got these ones out of the box because that's how they came, I'm now debating, do I take these ones out of the box? Which like would make sense for display purposes so I can have them all the same. But I just can't bring myself to unbox something Winnie the Pooh. Like, look at all my Funkos in a box, figures in a box. Dorbs's mini vinyls in a box. I just can't bring myself to do it. I don't know. So yeah, these were the title piece of this video, saved till last. They are so rare. I can't believe it. So who knows, maybe Piglet will turn up one day to complete the collection. But I am honestly over the moon for these. I'm so happy. Which brings us to the end of this Carboot sale haul. And I realised I probably should have mentioned this at the beginning of the video, but hey ho, better late than never, because I know most of my viewers on here are from across the pond. I should have remembered to like pre-translate Carboot sales for you, because I've done it in the past where I've done like Carboot sale and charity shop hauls, and I've had to explain what a Carboot sale is. I think from talking to my American friends, the closest I can get to describing it for you guys is like a yard sale. I think that's what it's like. Basically, it's like everyone's selling like secondhand unwanted stuff, and you just load it up in your car, you go to your local car boot sale and you sell it on a table in front of your car, and there's just a field of cars of people selling their stuff off for really cheap, and you can get some really good stuff. So yeah, I think it's like a yard sale for you guys, but instead it's out of your car in the field. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please pop that thumbs up button. Let me know what was your favourite item from this video. Was it a plushie? Was it the main event? Honestly, I can't get over these. Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you'd like to see more from what, click subscribe down below. And while you're down there, don't forget to ding the notification bell, you might as well. You read it down there. And I'll see you guys real soon. Bye!